On a bluff overlooking a medieval city, an artist captures the glory of centuries past. In the nave of a Romanesque cathedral, worshippers partake in a mysterious 6th century ceremony. In a town square, hundreds of pilgrims celebrate the culmination of a quest. Though each pursues a different path, inspired by a different vision, all are drawn here to a remote corner of Galicia, Spain, to a sacred city born over 10 centuries ago. This is Santiago de Compostela. Galicia, Spain, a land of wild countryside and picturesque towns, of sunken valleys and miles of rugged coastline. Wedged in between the Atlantic coast to the north and the tip of Portugal to the south, Galicia forms the northwest corner of the Iberian Peninsula. In some ways, life goes on here much as it has for hundreds of years. Simply traveling along the road, you can see evidence of age-old traditions and of sacred beliefs. Here you'll still find signs of ritual devotion dotting the landscape, some going back 5,000 years. From prehistoric graves of the Celts to the stone crosses of the medieval Christians. What do these and other such landmarks tell us about life, death, and religious ritual in Galicia? And what is it that draws over 300,000 holy pilgrims here each year? Let's begin our journey through Galicia's ritualistic past in the northwest corner of Spain, in the town of Santiago de Compostela. For some, Santiago offers a chance to enjoy many medieval charms. For others, it offers nothing less than salvation. Dominating the town is one of Europe's first and most important medieval cathedrals, the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. Beginning in 1075 and lasting nearly 700 years, Europe's greatest artists, artisans, and architects built this massive religious center. The cathedral reflects a melding of architectural styles, dominated by Romanesque-style arches, towers, and biblical friezes hewn from Galician granite. Tourists and believers alike crowd the cathedral to marvel, explore, and worship. Some, like architect Diane Oles, find inspiration in the artistic design.
It has such a variety of architecture here. There are a lot of spots where we can sit and paint, and you don't find that in most of the other towns around here.
The town of Santiago and its cathedral are special in other ways as well. They claim a unique connection to early Christianity. For centuries, Santiago has been the final destination for millions of tourists and pilgrims following the famous Pilgrim's Way to Santiago. For Christians, it is the third most important pilgrimage route after Jerusalem and Rome. What draws them to Santiago? Why is this place so important to Christian ritual? To answer these questions, you must explore the inner recesses of the cathedral. Alejandro Barral is the cathedral prior. Here he tends to the cathedral crypt, where we discover the source of this devotion. This is the legendary tomb of St. James. To this day, you can still descend the narrow stairway and visit the small golden crypt. One of Christ's 12 disciples, St. James was martyred in the 1st century. This shrine is said to contain his mortal remains. How did they come to be buried in Santiago? To investigate, you need only to travel about 10 miles southwest of Santiago to the town of Padrón. It is here at the parish church that you can look behind the altar where the ruin of a stone pillar sits. Some say it was once part of a Roman monument. Others offer a more intriguing origin. According to legend, in 44 AD, St. James was beheaded in Jerusalem. His disciples took the body by boat to the coast of Galicia, then along the Uja River. Some claim the ship was brought here to Padrón and anchored to this pillar, and that St. James's body was then secretly buried in a forest beyond the town. The legend does not end there, for the body of St. James remains secretly buried for nearly 800 years. Then a pious monk claimed to see a vision, a supernatural star that miraculously led him to the hidden burial place of St. James. When news of the discovery spread, pilgrims from all over Europe came to see the tomb of the apostle. On the spot where the body was found, a cathedral was built to house the remains. And so began the incredible history of the Pilgrim's Way to the shrine of St. James at Santiago Cathedral. The legend of St. James was to have a profound effect on all of Europe. Father Alejandro Barral.
En ese camino se hace la arquitectura.
The Pilgrim's Way to the tomb of St. James meant so many things to Europe. Music, sculpture, architecture. All these things emerged from the constant exchange of people and ideas coming from the European countries to Santiago. This is the important point.
The rich history of the Pilgrim's Way is one of adventure, intrigue, and devotion. It is a story that began over 1,000 years ago. A story that continues to be written.